All right, well, thank you. We'll get things started. It was a tremendous night of boxing. It was an honor to present the first show live on Fox in almost 20 years. It was a great night of boxing. We opened with the 2012 U.S. Olympian Dominic Brazil getting up off the deck to win another fight and go to 17-0. And in our second TV fight, Sammy Vasquez put on just a great boxing performance. Beat a kid, Aaron Martinez. We all saw what he did in his last two fights in 2015, once with Robert, and his win over Devin Alexander. You know, and we saw what Sammy was able to do with them. I think we've got a real new welterweight top prospect. It'll be fun to see him this year and see what he does. I don't want to keep Robert too long. I said at the press conference the other day, they're both Robert and Danny were going to come with everything they've got. I knew it, and he did. And I've known Robert many, many years. I was with him for a long time, and I was so proud of his effort. And I don't want to keep him long, so I'm going to go right to Robert right now. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you, Tom. Tom's the one that got my career started. Magic. That's why I fight the way I fight. You didn't put me in easy.
Never.
Ain't that right?
That's right, never.
That's right.
It paid off, though.
Man, I thought I won that fight. Yeah. Thought I won the fight? Hey, it is what it is, right? But I would love that rematch. You know, I thought he's from Philly, man. They come to fight, right? They don't run. They don't hold. And that's what happened. So, you know what? I just want to thank God, too. I came out of that fight feeling good. The fans loved it. They thought I won. Hey, you know what? Like I said, I want a rematch. I want to do it again.
Your reaction when you heard the scorecards?
You seen the smile on my face, right? I just started laughing. I couldn't really hear the scorecards because everybody was booing so crazy. So, you know, I don't know. What are they? What was the score?
116, 112.
It is what it is, man. I thought I did what I had to do to win the fight. Hey, pushed it. Maybe made Danny fight the last round because he did want to hold and run. But see what happens.
Questions?
What do you about his hits? How were they?
Decent punch. He had decent power. You know, he hit me with 2-3 good combinations, one after another. Didn't faze me, didn't hurt me. We were actually talking about that in the back. And they said, how was his power compared to Thurman's? I said Thurman's jab was double his right hand. So, you know, he does got some cracking power, but I don't think he has that knockout power for 147 pounds.
Wait, do you feel you won?
Oh yeah, of course I feel I won.
Pressure on him.
How are you going to fight if you won?
Robert, can you talk about your strategy coming in to the fight? You came out very aggressive for the first few rounds.
Oh yeah, you know, come in, put some pressure, you know, get my shots in, get on the inside. Too bad, you know, every time I did get on the inside and start to go to work, we got broken up. But like I said, it is what it is. You know what? I went out there and fought a great fight, and you know, did what I had to do. I thought I got the fight.
We did get the fight. We won that fight, son. And I hope we get the rematch. And if they're fair, they give us the rematch because we won that fight. Clearly, that guy ran, he held, Robert pushed the fight every round. We won the first 6 rounds clearly, and we won the last 3 rounds. And you know what? They got to give us a rematch. That's only fair.
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Robert, congratulations on the fight. Can you talk about, the fans were overwhelmingly in your corner. Can you talk about the role of the fans in this fight?
Man, they spoke. They spoke. They seen what they seen. They thought I won. I thought I won. Like I said, it is what it is. You know what? I'm just glad I gave them a great fight. They came and they got what they paid for. You know, there was a lot of disappointed fans out there. But, you know, they weren't disappointed in me. They were disappointed in the decision.
Robert, can you talk about the 12th round, the ending of it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Finally got Danny to start letting him go, exchanging him with me. You know, the whole first half of that round, I don't know. Did I win that round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won that round because a lot of them I didn't win, and I was putting the pressure and landing shot after shot. But he came out and he started swinging them. After I was on him, he finally just said, you know what, I got to take a stand and let him go, and he did. So, man, it was a great round. It was a great round.
Yeah, we had to chase him. Robert had to chase him, make him fight, and he kept holding all the time. So you know what? Like I said, it's only fair we get the rematch. That was one of the best fights right there, and they know it. Should be a rematch.
Oh, definitely. I'm always satisfied when I give it all. I'm satisfied when the fans are satisfied also, because they do pay a lot of money. They're hard-earned dollars to come and see a fair fight, and you give them what they want. They love it, and unfortunately the decision went the other way. But you know what? I think they still got a great show.
Robert, does this deter you with this being your third? Over here to your left. All right. Does this deter you with this being your third time to go for a belt at 147 and come up short? What's your mindset going forward?
What was that again? Say it again.
Does this deter you going forward with this being your third time to come up short, win a championship fight at 147?
I don't think I came up short this fight. I don't think I did.
We won this fight.
I thought I won the fight. Unfortunately, didn't get the decision. But you know what?
We won the fight.
I did what I had to do, took care of business, and like I said, it is what it is.
I know you think that you won the fight, but I was wondering, I thought around round 6 that there was a bit of a shift. Did you feel that at any point there was a shift and then maybe you turned it back?
Oh no, you know what? You take a couple rounds, and you do get hit with shots. Danny picked it up a little bit, but started shifting right back.
Robert, you said you wanted a rematch, but you also think that you don't think you're going to get it. But you also obviously made a great showing for yourself tonight. You're obviously still a top guy in the division. If not Danny, who would be next?
Line them up. Like I said, I'll fight anybody. I'm willing to fight the top guys in the division. You know what? I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best. Because when it's all said and done, you want to know you fought the best, and you leave that legacy that you didn't duck anybody. So, like I said, I would love to have that rematch again. See what happens.
What do you guys think? Do you want to see the rematch?
Yeah!
There it is, baby. Told you. The rematch, man.
During the course of the fight, right here, Jack Reese was admonishing Danny or separating you guys.
Oh yeah. Oh.
What was Jack Reese saying in the ring during those breaks when it looks like he was warning Danny during the fight?
For hitting low and stuff like that, and he kept holding on, kept tying me up and hanging on. So he was telling him, let him go, stop tying up so much, But every time I did get on the inside, we got broken up when I'd want to go to work.
I think if they would have let Robert fight more on the inside and stop breaking him up a lot, I think Robert would have stopped him. But I guess he got the fair shake on the other side, and they didn't let Robert fight him on the inside. I think Robert would have stopped him on the inside, but every time Robert got on the inside, he worked hard to get inside, and then the ref would break it up. So you know what? I don't think he got the fair shake.
Robert, here, to your right. Angel Garcia said after the fight that you were a dirty fighter because of the headbutts. Is there anything that you want to say about that?
Well, every time he came in, he was holding on to me and stuff, and when you're trying to push off and get in, you're a left-handed fighter and a right-handed fighter, the heads are going to always clash. But as you see me walk in, I walked in limping because my thigh's all sore because he just kept hitting me low. Nothing but low blows, so, to say that, I think they're just trying to justify that they lost, and they got a freebie. Again.
Third time.
Robert.
Who's fighting next?
What was that?
Who do you see fighting next?
Whoever. I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best, whoever's out there. I want to fight Garcia again. That's what I want to fight next. I want that rematch, and I'll go to New York if we have to. Philadelphia.
We'll go to Philadelphia and fight him at his hometown.
Robert coming in, over here, sorry. Robert coming in, there were critics who said that you were maybe past your prime or didn't deserve this title fight. What does this match, not you speaking, but your actions in this match, say to those critics?
Well, that's for you guys to decide, right? Because you guys are the critics. So, it's what you guys think. I mean, all the criticism that came that I was past my prime comes from most of the writers. So, if you guys think that I'm past my prime, you guys should answer your own question. Because I think I came and fought a tremendous fight against a 27-year-old guy. Exactly.
Robert,
Thank you, brother.
right here in front of you, Robert. Your thoughts on the other welterweights that there's a challenge making fights with, like Timothy Bradley. Give us your thoughts on Timothy Bradley. How would you rank him?
I rank him as one of the top fighters in the world. Timothy Bradley, I mean, he's a great fighter. You see his last fight with Brandon Rios, he looked really good, Interesting to see how he looks his next fight, because he just got with Teddy Atlas and, see how he looks. I feel that Brandon Rios wasn't 100% in that fight, but, that's on his part. But, I'm interested to see how he looks his next fight. But there's a lot of great fighters out there at 147 pounds. It's just about making these top fights and giving everybody what they want.
Yeah, and you fight like a Mexican fighter, like the old fighters. They don't run, they come forward. We don't run,
And that's one thing Bradley doesn't do. He won't run. He'll bang it out with you if he has to.
Robert, right here. Was there any point in the fight that you felt you could have stopped him throughout the 12 rounds?
There was a couple of times I had him buzzed. But Danny was on his game too. I mean, he came in great shape. He was able to recover, and he was able to take care of business. When he was hurt, he moved around good. He has good footwork. He can get out of situations.
Robert in the back. What could you have done differently in this fight? And two, how much gas do you have left in the tank?
There's a lot of gas left in the tank. What I would have done different? Probably stepped on the gas even more.
Robert, over here.
This was definitely one of the most interesting fights in boxing, and the only other fight more interesting is between Angel Garcia and your dad. What's going on with that, and what's the history? How did that beef all start?
That's all part of psychological warfare. You get in there, the pre-fight stuff. You're going to try to get under each other's skin, and I think my father did a pretty good job of getting under their skin and rattling them up a bit. You see it with Angel and Khan's father. He got under Khan's skin, and Khan came and fight the fight that he wanted. It's just one of those things where business is business, and you're going to do whatever it takes to gain the advantage.
Hey Robert, congratulations on a great performance.
Thank you very much.
Assuming you don't get a Keith Thurman or a rematch with Garcia, what about young lions like an Errol Spence, someone like that?
Yeah, like I said, I want to fight the best. And, that's just what I want to do. Like I said, I want to leave this sport knowing that I fought the best. And, you want to be able to leave that legacy. You want to be like a Sugar Ray Leonard or Duran, where you go and you look back and you say, you know what, I fought everybody.
They offer you that fight, you'll take that one?
Man, I'll fight anybody. I never turn fights down. If it can be made and it's right, we'll do it.
Robert, first I want to say thank you for putting on a great performance. That was a really fun, exciting fight for the fans and the media. Now you say you feel like you won. I know it might be a little too early to assess, but how many rounds do you feel like you won?
I thought I won the majority of the fight. I at least thought I won at least 8 rounds, easy. Putting pressure, getting on the inside, landing shots. I was picking him off a lot of shots also too. I caught a lot of his shots on the gloves. I thought I won at least 8, 9 rounds.
Robert, what was your mindset going into the 12th round? I mean, did you feel like you were ahead and you wanted to put the fight away?
Oh, definitely. Mindset going into the fight, is win all the rounds. Especially the last couple of rounds, you want to step that game up. especially if a guy's wearing on you, you know, starting to die down, you want to start picking up that pace, and that's what I was doing. I was picking up the pace and, you know, putting the pressure. Last round, you know, stepped on the gas.
Do you have more or less respect now for Garcia after having fought him?
I have respect for everybody. I've always had respect for Danny Garcia. I have respect for any fighter that gets in the ring, all the way from an 80-year-old amateur all the way till they retire, because it takes a lot of heart and a lot of courage to get in the ring. So I respect everybody that laces up gloves.
But at the same time, you're saying that you felt that he didn't like stand in there with you, or that he was running, like, or that's what you said.
But that doesn't mean I don't have respect for the guy. I have a lot of respect for him. You know what? That's just what I think.
Well, just one more question if there's anybody.
Do you feel you won the fight? Did you win the fight?
I won the fight.
Thank you.
I won the fight.
We won it. Rematch, man. You guys know it.
Whoa. I got a question for you guys now. Do you guys want to see a rematch?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, the former 3-division world champion, Robert Guerrero. Thank you all, the Team Guerrero. Thank you, everybody.
If we get the rematch, I'll be easy on Danny's dad. Yeah, I'll be his friend. I'll give him a kiss even. We get the rematch.
Danny Garcia should be in here momentarily.
Showing his heart, man. Moving forward from round 1 to round 12. Danny Garcia, living up to his name. Swift, moving around the ring. It took him a while to find those big shots, the right hands, the left hooks, but about from the 6th round on, you know, it was probably the slight fatigue not allowing Guerrero to stick to the defense and the sharp reflexes that he had early on in the fight. I also think that Danny started to relax, and in the relaxing, in the somewhat of the mid-round fatigueness, you know, he was able to time. And once when he got the timing, he decided he wants to come in, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna time him. He wants to come in, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna time him. And he finally got into a rhythm, he got into a groove, and he is now the WBC champion of the world. I mean, that 12th round, right? That 12th round, those final seconds, that was tremendous. The fact that both fighters were going toe-to-toe, taking punches, no knockdowns. I mean, it was a great fight. They had me clapping at the end of the fight. It was a good night of boxing for the sport, for the fight fans, and for the welterweight division.
Hey Keith, do you want Garcia?
We definitely want Garcia. You know, you weigh 147, baby, we want you. You know what I'm saying? You weighed 147, I talk about you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
stay away from that.
So, you know, he did a good thing tonight. I don't want to take too much from him. Plus, I have somebody else on my sights. The nearest future is me and Sean Porter. Sean Porter ain't no slouch, you know. I think Sean Porter would be a hell of a fight for Danny Garcia, you know. There's tons of welterweights that could be great fights for Danny Garcia. So right now, man, Sean Porter, Team Porter, we go way back. We know each other very well. I know him and his father are training really hard, preparing, doing their best so that March 12th they can get an upset. Me, Keith One-Time Thurman, me and my team, we're just gonna be prepared, and we're gonna give you guys a terrific performance. I would love to say that I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna win. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for the knockout. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I'm known for doing. So at the end of the day, on March 12th, you're gonna see your boy Keith One-Time Thurman being Keith One-Time Thurman. If I need a box, if I need a punch, I'm gonna do that. If the counter punching, if Sean Porter wants to run into my right hands and my left hooks, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our best to establish the jab, see what kind of strategy Team Porter is coming in with, and then find the groove to take over and dominate each and every round. And in those rounds, we'll be looking for that one time, every time.
I thank you, Keith. Question here in the middle. Okay, we know you guys are eyes set on Porter.
Last question.
We know you guys are eyes set on Porter, but How do you feel about the WBC dumping so many ranked opponents to give Garcia Guerrero for this title shot?
If what you're asking is how come he didn't fight Amir Khan?
Not just Khan, but anybody else in front of Guerrero, including maybe yourself or Porter.
You know, that's a good question, but obviously Thurman Porter was in the making, so that eliminates that. I only throw, for people who ask this question, I only throw Amir Khan's name on the list. Amir Khan was trying to fight Floyd Mayweather while he was the WBC champion, and if they overstepped anybody, they overstepped Khan. He could go ahead and fight Khan right away. Who knows what's gonna really happen on Danny Garcia's plate. But, you know, like I said, don't take nothing away from him. He was the WBC champion at 140. He stepped up to 147. He gave a terrific performance against Robert the Ghost Guerrero tonight, and he is now, once again, champion of 2 divisions, still undefeated. It was a good fight, terrific fight. Thank you, guys.
All right, well, here he is. He's one of the most exciting undefeated fighters in boxing. A man that holds wins over Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, Paulie Malignaggi, Zab Judah, Eric Morales twice, Lamont Peterson, and tonight's victory over Robert Guerrero, all since 2012. The new WBC welterweight world champion, Danny Swift Garcia.
First of all, I just want to thank the media for coming out. I appreciate it. Tonight was a tough fight with Robert Guerrero. He came to fight. I knew he would come to fight, but we executed the game plan like we worked on in training camp, me and my dad. The game plan was to go out there and fill him out the first couple rounds, then box him. We knew he would come strong at the end. We just had to stay composed and get the job done. But I came here to do what I always do, and that's win the fight. And I feel great. And it's not much to say.
What do you think the difference was?
Oh, the difference was I feel like my athleticism. I was more athletic than him. See, a lot of people don't know that I'm an athletic person. You know, I can play a lot of sports. I can play basketball, baseball, football. I know all the fundamentals in all sports. So I was just more an athlete than him. I was able to get out of the way, get my combination, throw my right hand, get out of the way. He's a tough fighter. We knew he would come for 12 rounds.
Let's talk about the 12th round. It seems that you kind of let off the gas a little bit. What was in that stretch?
Yeah, the 12th round, I was just trying to make a miss, to be honest with you, because I knew he was desperate, and I knew he was going to try to go in there and land a big shot, so I didn't want to trade with him, and so I was just trying to use my legs and move around, hit him with a couple good shots, but I closed it off at the end. We stood toe to toe, and that's what the fans went to see, and the fans went crazy. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with my performance, and I feel like I did a great job.
Danny, it seemed like the fight changed course for sure in the 6th round when you started landing all those rights on him. What was going on there, and why were you able to have so much success that round and from that point forward?
I was able to time him. I noticed that he was doing like the same patterns over and over during the fight, so I just adjusted. I'm good at making adjustments, and my dad said, let the right hand go. Let the uppercuts go, use your angles, and get out of there. And that's exactly what we did.
You're now going to have a lot of options, including possibly the Thurman Porter winner or Amir Khan. What are you most interested in doing?
You know, I'm interested in whatever. At the end of the day, Danny Garcia, I'm a champion now, 147, so the champions have to fight the best fighters. And whatever match gets made, I'm ready.
Congrats on the belt, Danny.
Thank you.
Do you think being in big fights the last couple of years have got you prepared for this stage? Because you never did flinch. It's like you was been there another day at the office for you.
You know, I've been under a lot of pressure in my career, to be honest with you guys, in a lot of fights where I was counted out, where I was the underdog. So these fights to me is just another day at the office to me, you know? Like I told Robert at the weigh-in, I said, I was born for this. I was born for this level. And he said, I was born for this too. But I said, hey, I was born for this because I'm gonna win them all, and I did it. So, but I just love big fights. I love the atmosphere. I love when sometimes the crowd goes against me, but I love it. I love it. I love when people don't want me to win because it brings the dog out of me.
Danny. Hey Danny, congratulations on your performance. I talked to Amir Khan after the fight. He said congratulations as well, but he says that should be your next fight, guaranteed. I mean, is there any other options? Because he's saying you have to actually fight him.
You know, I don't have to fight nobody. You know, he's been inactive for a whole year. I believe a year. 2 years. So I don't think that's a good idea to fight an active fighter if you haven't been active for a year. But like I said before, I beat him once and I can beat him again.
Daddy, right here, right in front of you. So I think this was a fight that you clearly won. Hit him with bigger shots, controlled the timing. So with all that in mind, how'd you feel about the crowd? And it seemed like we seemed disrespect to you. Do you expect hostile crowds every time you fight on the West Coast?
I expected it. You know, I told the fans that I represent all Latinos, but I guess they wasn't trying to hear that. But you know, the Mexican Americans, they just love a good fight. And the way I closed the show, I feel like I won them over at the end of the 12th round because they love blood and guts. And I still toe-to-toe at the last round. I didn't have to do that. I just wanted to make a statement and show the fans that I came to the West Coast to give you guys a great fight.
Hey Danny, your quickness seemed to be the difference in my view. And also, you seem to really, I don't know if you work on this, but you were hitting him while you were backing up.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people don't know I can fight backing up. You know, a lot of people know Danny Garcia for just going forward and just trying to knock everybody out and being flat-footed. But I have a lot of dimensions, like I said before. I'm an athlete, and that's something we worked on during training camp. Everything you've seen today was just something that me and my father worked on in camp. Backing up, fighting, throwing check hooks, using our angles, stepping around, throwing the right hand. So it was just a perfect camp, to be honest with you.
Robert was saying like a lot of stuff about believing that he actually won the fight. And also at the end of the fight, before it was announced, it seemed like he truly thought that he had done enough to win. What do you say to that?
I mean, he fought a good fight, a hard fight, but he didn't win the fight. I mean, I had it 8-4, and if I would have closed the 12th round, I would have been 9-3. So I feel like I won the fight clear, better. I showed better boxing skills. I slugged with him when I wanted to. I boxed him when I wanted to. So I was a more versatile fighter. No doubt about it, he came to fight. He's a tough warrior. He's never been stopped, and he comes to fight. I guess mentally he wants to think that he won so he can, you know, get bigger fights again in the future, you know, just to leave that image behind. But at the end of the day, I know I won the fight clear, no controversy, and I went in there and I did what I had to do. Okay?
As you just said, Robert's never been stopped before, but this is one of the full-fledged welterweights that you've faced, kind of being in the division now. Do you feel your power came with you? Do you feel like you felt your punches in there?
I felt like he took some great shots, to be honest with you, because I hit him with some good shots that I knocked a lot of people out with. But like he's been here for a long time, so his body's physically ready for 12 rounds with a heavier guy, and I feel like this is a great fight for me to wet my feet up a little bit more and just continue to grow and get stronger at 147.
This is the last question.
Danny, thanks for a great performance, man. That was a really exciting fight. Just wanted to ask you, Robert and Ruben Guerrero were banging the drum pretty hard for a rematch. Is that something that you or your father would be interested in doing? He said he'd come to Philly, New York, he said whatever. They're pretty adamant about wanting to rematch you guys. Is that something, or is it on to the next for you right now?
You know, at the end of the day, it was a good fight, and if that's what my team wants, and that's what we do. I'm not going to sit here and say I want a rematch with him because I feel like I beat him clean. Yeah, it was an interesting fight because styles make fights, and everybody knew this was going to be a good fight by the matchup and styles, but I feel like I beat him clean, and I just feel like there's no need for me to take steps back in my career. I just want to go on to bigger and better things.
Angel and Danny, want to make some closing comments? We'll let you get out of here and celebrate your victory.
Well, you know, I just want to thank God for the victorious again, Danny. Thanks to fans, the people, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Africans, the Dominicans, the Colombians, all of them. You know, God bless everybody. It was a great fight. Guerrero did not win. Danny knows how to win, like they say. Danny just knows how to win. You know, we're happy. I'm happy for him. Bigger things coming in the future. Khan, no. Guerrero, no. Who else? Gerardo, no. Miguel, no. Cruz, no. Jose, no. I love y'all.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed the fight. Until the next one, thank you.